Dica.
Mi si è messo la stupido davanti. Il vostro host per il video di oggi. Io ragazzi vi auguro una buona visione. Un bacino, mi raccomando, se siete deboli di cuore, non vedete il video. E buona visione. Che ne vado a vedere Minecraft da ciao. Nick, rimani qua a vedere questo. Electro Dante, 62 mesi, Twitch Prime. Benvenuto Donut nelle canne di cane. Welcome back. Buona visione ragazzi. Certo, caro, vieni. Ti tengo io.
Susie Solmori says that her family lives in a very haunted house in England. The house, which was built in 1902, still contains strange items left by its former owners. But weirdest of all, on the third floor, there is a very strange painting that was left there by a previous tenant.
Gilbert.
Susie says that this painting is the most haunted object in the entire house. She says that often her young niece carries on long, eerie conversations with the spirit, quote, Gilbert, who she says inhabits the painting.
I heard that. I'm not stupid, I'm very smart. I'm the smartest kid in class. Okay, not really. Do you want this or do I keep it? Okay. I'm tired. I'm hungry.
Non è la patata del Lud, è la patata britannica.
It could get cold. You can't touch cold stuff.
Oi, bruv. Oi, bruv. Che bei tempi di Glasgow quelli.
But I'm warm.
One day, Susie and her brother ask her niece about the spirit, Gilbert.
Did you like him?
Yeah, Gilbert's like one of my best friends.
Where did he come from?
I don't know. I think the man that used to live here painted it.
Painted it?
Is Gilbert friendly? Does he speak to you?
Yeah.
What does he say?
Because I don't pray.
And this is the point when things take an even creepier turn. Because Susie does some investigating and manages to find an old picture and some info about her family home. What she discovers is downright creepy.
Here is a photo of the house from 1916 and it was built in 1902. So this would be the first or one of the first families to live in this house. As you can see, there are 6 people present in the photo. I'm looking at the English census records. I found that the father would be called John, the mother was called Maud. Next to her on the balcony is her daughter Dorothy. The birth of a little boy called Gilbert was also registered here in 1911. So he would be about 5 or 6 in this photo. I'm unsure why he's not with the rest of his family in the photo, what they did to him. I just have an overwhelming feeling that something really terrible happened to him at the hands of his own family. The weirdest part is that this is where the sun painting is situated in the house. That's his room.
Things around the house start to get even weirder as one day when Susie is home alone, she starts to hear banging noises coming from upstairs. She grabs her phone and films as she goes to investigate.
L'ha spinta lei o...
There is banging coming from inside the playroom where Gilbert's painting hangs. But when she looks inside, there's nothing there. Cut to another night, and as Susie goes upstairs, she again sees her niece doing something a little strange in the 3rd floor playroom.
Comunque ragazzi, sta ragazzina
The girl is prying away at the floorboards while
sta fuori come un barcone,
sunshine.
Che
And
sta
remember that the spirit Gilbert is said to inhabit an old painting of the sun.
Pazza questa.
Odd coincidence? Maybe. But after the girl has gone to bed, Susie and her brother go back upstairs to investigate the area of the floor that her niece was picking
Te lo
at.
immagini così gatto?
What they find makes their blood run cold.
Gattolo, ma gli dici qualcosa?
Looks like it comes up.
Vedo la Ouija, porca madosca. Tocca giocare. Tocca giocare adesso, ragazzi. Tocca giocare con Gilbert.
Underneath the floor, there is an old Ouija board with a picture of the sun that looks very similar to the haunted Gilbert painting. So is there a spirit named Gilbert haunting the third floor playroom of Susie's old house? And is the spirit sending messages through Susie's young niece? Let me know what you think.
Susi però. Dai. Dai.
We need scary videos. So if you see anything that you think would be
Vaffanculo
perfect for the
Gilbert.
top 5,
Gilbert
send it
il
to us
nana.
at nukestop5@gmail.com.
Gilbertone.
Up on the housetop, an urban explorer checks out a group of small abandoned buildings in the middle of nowhere, deep in the woods of Poland. Eventually, it gets too dark to explore, and he decides to leave. But hanging around till after dark seems to have been a terrible
Tu sei
mistake.
sempre informato, gatto. A 6 anni che menavi non lo so mica cose. Secondo me ti ci metti a parlare pure a te. Pure te. Ma c'era scritto Start to Panic? Tanto rifarlo vedere. Ma?
Someone can be seen chasing the now panicking urban explorer.
Bro!
And whoever it is seems to have come from right
Vero,
off the
gatto.
goddamn roof. The urban explorer runs off into the woods to escape, but whoever this strange person is now seems to be following him.
Ma che cazzo? Bro, questo ti ammazza. Devo stare a na.
Thankfully, the urban explorer makes it home safe and shares his footage on YouTube. A curious viewer points out just how pale the unknown stranger seems to be. Another viewer claims that they too have visited the abandoned buildings and that they also saw this same creepy man. Either way, this strange guy swooping down from the roof to chase the urban explorer away is truly creepy, and it seems like something right out of a horror movie.
Cioè, questo mi fa cagare sotto
Ibby
veramente.
and the kitty. TikTok user Ibby is recording a cute video for cats late one night when something happens that she still just can't explain. One of Ibby's cats goes behind the curtains, then turns around and seems to disappear right into the floor. Now, I'm not even entirely sure what's going on here
Bella
myself, because even when this footage is brightened, it's hard to
se
find
gli corri
any
contro,
explanation
c'è
as
un
to
casino,
why
penso.
that cat just disappeared.
Però la cosa migliore in realtà sarebbe correre addosso, in
Unfortunately,
realtà.
Ibby didn't share much
ci
about the
pensi.
strange video, but all of her cats seem to be safe and accounted for. So just
Cioè, io non
what
ci riuscirei, probabilmente mi cagare
is
sotto anch'io.
this?
Però la cosa migliore sarebbe correre addosso.
I'll leave it up to you. It's cold outside, but you can keep warm in some all-new Nuke Stop 5 merch. Now, of course, we have t-shirts, hoodies, and coffee mugs. But we also have blankets, pillows, and long sleeves. We've even got stockings and wrapping paper. Anyway, shipping is free, and be sure to order by December 8th to get delivery before Christmas.
Minchia.
Go to nukestop5.com to shop now. Or, you know, like whenever you feel like it. Maybe after the video. The Ghost at Granny's. Italian YouTube user Simone Botte says that his grandmother has been experiencing strange, unexplainable events in her home. She says that her TV turns on by itself, windows open on their own, and creepiest of all, she often hears unexplained voices from somewhere in her house. Even though he's a bit skeptical of his grandmother's claims, Simone agrees to spend the night at her house while she's away. He's not really expecting to experience much of anything, but then he also begins to hear creepy sounds from somewhere in the house. What happens next is truly bizarre.
Bizarre.
Allora, sono a casa di mia nonna. Allora, non so se sentite, praticamente sono a casa di mia nonna da solo.
Che accento è questo? Veneto? Padovano? Ciao ne tocai?
E non so se sentite, ci sono un sacco di rumori che vengono.
Che accento è questo?
Qui e lì.
Bergamo? No, credo no.
Allora.
Bergamo possibile che è Bergamo. Ma possibile che è Bergamo? Ah no? Nonna? Allo? Ciao Bubi. Possibile sia Bergamo, sì.
No, vabbè. La luce non va.
Penso si sono beccati cose Bubi.
Aspetta, devo mettere.
Simone discovers that for some reason the lights upstairs don't seem to be working. So he grabs a flashlight and slowly climbs the stairs in search of the creepy
Beh, è casa della
sounds.
nonna, non è la nonna del fantasma.
No, a parte che c'è un
Perché volete morta sta nonna coraggio?
e mi sto cagando in mano solo per quello. E quindi adesso sembra che ha smesso tutto quanto.
Porco... Mi sono cagato sotto, mortacci tua, Simone. Mortacci tua. Pensavo fosse una faccia con i capelli. Mortacci tua, Simone. Solo io mi sono cagato sotto? Porca troia.
Ragazzi, mi sto cagando in mano.
Quanto è bello l'italiano.
Si è aperta la finestra da sola. No, vabbè.
Lui sta a casa della nonna perché la nonna sentiva dei rumori.
No, vabbè. No, vabbè.
Simone is completely alone in the house, but he hears a window and closet door open by themselves. Simone slowly begins to realize that everything that his grandmother has been complaining about is now happening right in front of him.
No, vabbè, ragazzi, io sono terrorizzato, ma proprio
Ci credo.
nel...
Insomma, tanto sto lampadario,
Direi che vado via, perché nei film consiglio sempre questa cosa qua. Quindi non sono più stupido. Ti giuro, vi giuro, non riesco neanche a parlare oggi, perché pratico.
Fai un po' troppo comunque, sei logoroico. O vai via o rimani.
No, vabbè, aspetta. Oh no, vabbè, il letto è fatto.
Ma? Ah, bro.
Il letto... Gli sportelli sono aperti.
Si è fatto il letto da solo questo. Madonna, ma...
Il letto... Cioè, prima il letto non era così. Era... Non ho la voce, ve lo giuro.
Veramente sì, ma una cosa veloce,
Non ho la voce. Ok, no. Ora vado. Mi sembra il caso di proseguire con questa cosa. Non so come. Ok, il vaso non era lì. Il vaso non era lì.
Un po' una cazzata. Infatti non è mica così male buia, eh. Quella
The
sembra una cosa della
chandelier
persona.
swings back and forth on its own.
Ha
And just
sgravato,
as
dite.
Simone is about to leave,
Ha
he hears
esagerato,
movement coming
Simoncino.
from his grandmother's bedroom. He goes to take
L'ha
a look
fatta
inside
grossa.
and discovers that the bed covers are now neatly arranged, as if someone came in and made the bed. Also, the doors of all the cabinets are open.
L'ha fatta grossa il
Suddenly,
bro.
the doors move again, and Simone decides to just get
Simone
out of
said
there.
to just get out
But
of here.
inexplicably, a vase is now moved to the top of the stairs.
E adesso sembra che cioè, ha smesso tutto quanto.
Just then, Simone hears more movement from the guest bedroom. He decides to take a look inside. And what happens next is downright chilling.
Andiamo dal chilling è un casino, eh. Porca puttana, Simone. Non ho visto niente. Non ho visto niente. Ho messo davanti e non ho visto niente. Guarda come
Did you
corre.
see it? For a split second, a dark shadow can be seen moving towards Simone as he
Minchia.
looks inside the room. He freaks out and just makes a run
Snitchers
for it.
get
And with
stitches,
that,
Simone.
he decides to stay away
Diglielo
from
va.
the house
Che
for
Simone
the
sa
rest
ancora
of the
neanche capito
night.
come funziona.
Over the next 7 months, Simone and his grandmother discovered that the strange paranormal activity in her house might be linked to an old scarf that she won at a church raffle.
Madonna.
Simone says that with his grandmother's permission, he threw away the scarf and that the strange activity in her house has now completely
Questo è
stopped.
Simone? Sembra un'altra persona, sembra.
Ride of a lifetime. Gustavo Alcaraz from Mazatlan, Mexico is celebrating his 10th birthday
Gustavo.
with his family in a small amusement park. After gathering his courage, the young boy goes on a roller coaster for the very first time. A total of 8 people get on the roller coaster, all Gustavo's family. His proud mother sits in the front and records a video of Gustavo's first roller coaster ride. But her camera catches something that Gustavo and his family simply can't explain. Something truly chilling.
Che sta a fare a Bologna, bro? Empty that car.
¡Ay, mamá, me da miedo! ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Ay, me da miedo!
Per un corso? Di che? Giocavamo una merda. È ancora empty, eh?
¿Otra vez?
Sí, son 3 vueltas, son 5 o 6 vueltas.
Oh! Io ho visto qualcuno, eh?
¡Está bien recio!
Abajo no, abajo, en la parte de abajo no.
¡Que no se cae!
No.
What the fuck, bro?
¡Ay! ¡Ay!
O era basso, Dio. Bro!
¡Ay, si no le da recio!
Sei addormentato,
Y yo puedo
possibile?
enseñar que me detenga, güey. Así es el juego, así es.
Ma tu pensa, se te fai sto video, te lo rivedi e noti sto dettaglio, dici ma come cazzo è possibile?
¡Mira un brincolín!
Dici ma c'è qualcosa che non torna, per forza.
¡Ay! ¡Ay, aquí donde va! ¡Me da miedo!
You see, none of Gustavo's family got in the last cart on the roller coaster, and it's empty for most of the ride. But during the second lap, someone or something seems to appear out of thin air. The figure is hardly noticeable at first, but then it seems to transform into a solid person, seemingly wearing all black and sitting all alone. Now, the roller coaster has not stopped a single time to allow for a person to get on or off. So just who or what is this? Now, what makes this capture even creepier is that years ago, 2 people lost their lives on a larger roller coaster that stood on the same land. After the tragic accident, that roller coaster was condemned and dismantled. It was replaced by this smaller, safer,
ma alla fine è il quadrato della telecamera che gira, capito, con la ruota. C'è un'inquadratura abbastanza naturale. Alla fine, se ci pensi. E lui si gira per la madre, poi si gira. Sto ragazzino.
Let me know what you think.
5 se gira.
No room at the inn.
No room at the inn.
Popular Japanese ghost hunter Shiro from the YouTube channel Kuro Shiro channel is joined by his friend Tay to investigate an abandoned inn in the mountains
Andrew
of
Tate ha
Japan.
detto?
The inn was partially destroyed by a typhoon in
Ragazzi,
1982.
buona
The
fortuna.
creepy inn is said to be haunted by the ominous spirit of a woman who is known
Lui si
to
cagava
linger
sotto.
around room number 208. In an attempt to capture evidence of the paranormal, Shiro decides to leave a static camera recording outside of room 208, while he and his friend explore the rest of the inn. Without them knowing, the camera captures something downright creepy.
Che vuol dire quello che c'è scritto?
Something can be seen moving behind a decaying old Japanese sliding door. The 2 investigators have no idea what they just captured, so they decide that Tay should go and stay in room 208. Shiro heads off to explore the basement, so Tay is left completely alone upstairs in room 208. Suddenly something happens that chills him to his core.
見るとかねえぞ本当に。あ、なんか聞こえたしまったなんか白がなんかやってんのかな。ないよな。
Che era?
Oh!
Che
Ne.
è successo?
Oh!
Come è vestito?
なんかさ、触れた。
Wow.
Shiro! やばい。どうしよう。Shiro! いるShiro!
È passato di là. Wow. Shiroe.
The investigator is touched by something that he can't see, and he just makes a run for it. When looking back at the footage, it's clear that there's a dark shadow that seems to reach out and touch him, even though Tay says that he didn't see anyone or anything at the time. Then whatever this is seems to follow Tay, this time appearing as a pale figure caught by the static camera pointed at room 208. When the 2 investigators finally find each other again, Shiro decides that it's time to grab their equipment and just head home. So did their cameras capture the ghost of the woman who is said to haunt the abandoned inn? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. A scare at the Airbnb. Imogene from Alberta, Canada is spending the night at an Airbnb with a friend and her little dog Rosie. Suddenly, Rosie just starts freaking out at what seems like nothing.
Is there a ghost? Is there a ghost? Yeah? What is this first? Where's the ghost? Right there? Where? Where is it? She's staring at her.
Imogene jokes that the dog is barking at a ghost, and her friend is a little freaked out by the dog's creepy, crazy orange eye shine in the camera. But then things take a very bizarre turn.
Ah, bizarre turn, faccio vedere un po'. What the fuck?
Suddenly, the little dog makes a run for it, and a creepy dark shadow seems to reach out for her.
What?
Emma says that she has no idea just what this strange shadow
What
could
the
be,
fuck?
and she now believes that the Airbnb might actually be haunted after all.
What the fuck?
The ghost of passengers
Bro,
past. This next
questa era
creepy
sick,
video
eh?
was recorded by a bus driver in Santiago, Chile. The bus
Questa
driver
era
is completely
sick, eh?
alone in a parked bus, about to start her shift at 8 a.m. in the morning. But she suddenly realizes that she might not be as alone as she thought.
Corre el tiempo. Hay un pasajero sentado en el asiento que va solo, al lado de la puerta. Nos movemos. Movemos.
No, vabbè, bro.
Lasciate per il sub e benvenuto
Ehi.
nei cagni di cane.
È un pasajero fantasma. ¿Cachai? Sigue ahí sentado.
Fake, bro.
Y las cámaras no están paradas.
Bella, mele.
Sigue moviéndose.
44 di Twitch Memory, benvenuto nelle cagne di Cancer, welcome back. Fake per
¿Habrá
forza,
sido
bro.
alguien que se murió ahí sentado? ¡Qué hueva!
A security camera live
Fake,
feed
per
shows a
forza,
young
ragazzi,
passenger
cosa?
is seated next to the window behind the bus driver. But when she turns to look, there's no one there. The bus driver wonders if she might be witnessing a real paranormal event. Unfortunately, the video cuts right there, and it was reposted to the internet without a name or source. So was it a ghost?
Premi
or
chiodo
just
per
a
povero, tier
very
1, scusa, hai
strange
ragione
camera
Mele, tier
glitch?
1, scusami, chiedo
I leave that
perdono.
up to you.
Chiedo
to
venia,
decide.
tier 1.
Watch closely.
Sì, Frida anche col
Urban
tier 1.
explorer
Watch
Jimmy
closely.
Jimenez has traveled to an abandoned
Tier 1, 10 mesi, Frida,
house in
arriva, benvenuto nelle cani di
Mexico.
ragazzi del
He
supporto.
stumbles upon an empty and
Welcome back,
seemingly
Frida.
barricaded house and decides to take a look inside. While exploring, he doesn't really find anything that's strange, just an abandoned house covered in dust and dirt. But while his back is turned, something happens that makes you wonder if the house was barricaded for a reason. Something truly chilling. Watch closely.
Che succede al pupazzo? C'è puzza di merda sicuramente. Pure così era prima. Ma Frida, te non ci verresti a vedere un posto così? Per idee? Il pupazzo sta alzato, eh? Ti fa quella terapia, ma quale terapia, bro?
When Jimmy enters the old abandoned house, a doll can be seen lying face down on a chair in the corner of the entrance. But when he returns later to the entrance, the doll is now seated upright, facing Jimmy as if watching him. The explorer is completely unaware of what has happened, and he leaves the house oblivious to what he just captured. Now, it should be mentioned that this footage has 0 cuts. You can watch it yourself on Jimmy's YouTube channel. Except for a stray dog barking in the background and the sound of Jimmy's own movements, no other footsteps or motion can be heard. So it's a complete mystery as to how this doll could have moved. Could it be that something terrible happened in this house? Is the doll perhaps a warning for Jimmy to leave? Let me know what you think.
Questo è interessante. Questo è interessante.
The late night visitor.
Late night
Sandra Crocker
visitor.
from Lincoln, Nebraska wakes up one morning to find a strange notification from her Ring doorbell camera. The notification says that someone was at her door at around 3:30 in the morning. When she checks the footage, she is shocked.
Che cazzo è questo?
Something can be seen that seems to exit Sandra's house at 3:24 a.m. The unrecognizable figure appears small and wide at first, but then as it disappears around the corner, it seems to have grown in size and is now dark as night. Some have even suggested that it looks like the dark figure of a woman walking away in an old-timey dress. Now, Sandra doesn't know what to make of the footage. So, what do you think this could be? Let me know.
Interessante.
Thanks for watching.
Che è già
If you
finito,
haven't
oggi è
already,
volato
please
a Nuke. Oggi ho volato. Ragazzoni, io vado che ho 2 cosette da fare, alle 8:30 devo grindare poker, quindi sono un po' impegnato. Via dalla mia priorità. Via dalla mia proprietà. Io ragazzi vi do un bel bacino, noi ci vediamo alla prossima streaming, che non so quando sarà, penso potrei streamare domani pomeriggio sera, o se no streamiamo lunedì pomeriggio magari. Comunque poi ci organizziamo più in là, non c'è problema. Vi auguro un buon fine settimana, un buon venerdì sera, un bacino al vostro canale. Vi voglio molto bene ragazzi, grazie mille della compagnia, spero che vi abbia fatto compagnia anch'io. Buona serata a tutti ragazzi, ciao belli!